10 ways to break up like a boss when dating someone and you realize that they're not for you anymore. Now, when I say breaking up like a boss, what we're talking about is really breaking up in a way that respects them and respects you. Number one, do it in person. Why? Why is this important? It's important to read body language. It's important to be present to what the person needs and how they're communicating to you, but it also gives you an opportunity to really be in your truth. And when you're doing it in person, the idea is to really step into your truth and into your honesty. Number two, don't do it in public. Do it in private. This is a private event that is unfolding for both of you, and it's something that's very important. It's part of the transition. It's part of the process. Number three, remove emotional charge when breaking up. The only way to really do that is to process yourself prior to making that decision to break up and then taking the action to break up. So what does that look like? That means maybe seeking professional support, maybe going to trusted, respected, revered sources, but being really clear and processing the heaviness maybe that comes from breaking up, even maybe grieving to some degree that breakup before you actually go and break up with that person. And by emotional charge, I'm talking about blaming and projecting and shaming. I'm not talking about not being sad. Of course, you can be vulnerable and real. In fact, part of the process is being vulnerable and real, and that's really important. Number four, after you break up, for a period of time, cut off contact, at least for a period of time. It's really important that you're not either re-triggered by that person or feelings don't come flooding back to you. The familiar can be really difficult to deal with sometimes. So for a period of time, you have to come to an agreement where you have space away from each other. Super, super important. In fact, it's crucial. Number five, you have to feel your feelings. Don't suppress, don't deny, don't avoid, don't numb, don't go to alcohol, don't go to drugs, don't go to excessive socialization. Be with your stuff. Spend time by yourself. Be in solitude. Be in silence. Be with the feelings. Journal, reflect. Allow yourself to experience these feelings. Number six, find support. Professional support, support from friends and family, whatever it may be, but be supported during the breakup and after the breakup. Don't completely do it alone and by yourself. Number seven, after you break up, take time, deliberate time to be single, to be on your own, to be with you, to learn more about you. Create the time and space to be single. You need this space to reflect, to move into what number 8 is, which is to learn more about you, to learn more about yourself. What do you really want in a relationship? What are your greatest values? What is most important to you? What are you seeking in a partner? And most importantly, what are you willing and able to give in partnership? This is important. Number 9, forgiving yourself is paramount, and forgiving them, forgiving the relationship, forgiving the process. But you can only really go through that whole process once you've felt your feelings, once you feel that you've maintained or sustained the relationship in integrity. The breakup process as well. Do you feel that you did that in an integral way? Did you do it in private? Did you honor their feelings? Did you respect them? Because part of doing it in private, part of doing it in person is respecting that person, is respecting that individual for who they are and what they've brought to the table to you as well. So forgiveness is an important part, but it can only take place once you've processed and are processing and are really feeling the feelings. And number 10, finally, what have been your biggest takeaways from this breakup? And not only the breakup, the relationship itself, how you showed up, what they brought out in you, what you brought out in them. What dynamic are you really looking for? What was your biggest learning and your biggest takeaway? So there are 10 steps, 10 tips in terms of how do we break up, not only how we break up, but how do we process the breakup as well and the ending of that relationship and really feeling our feelings to grieve the process in a whole way, in a way that enlightens us and empowers us. Power to you. I'll see you again soon.